Okay, Free Film School. Thanks to Jenna. Thanks to the Free Film School. My name's Khalid Shamis. I want to talk to you about how you can prepare yourself for the edit when you start editing independent long form documentaries with an editor. So, to all of you directors out there, or those of you who call yourself directors, there are 5 things to be aware of before you start editing with an editor. Also useful for other editors. We all have our different methods, needs, fetishes. These are mine. Number 1, know your material. At the beginning of the edit, I don't know what footage you have, so you have to be fully aware of it yourself. If you have the time and money, then I'm very happy to spend a week or longer going through it all, making a list. But if you don't, which is most of us, put a log together, have a log on one page, an overview on one page of paper or a document. Create some kind of method in which you know where everything is and what everything is. If you know what you have, you save money, time, and then we can fully collaborate. Remember, the best assistant to the edit is the director. Number 2, come loose. Maintain a vision, but be aware you have to allow it to change. If you're stuck with what cuts with what, and you watch every single cut that's made, you may as well cut it yourself. Be ready to change your ideas of what you think your film needs to be. Be ready to challenge your sense of self as a filmmaker. Be ready to maintain a new relationship in your life over the next year or so, and be ready to throw out all you know in service of what the material tells us. Number 3, be open. As we explore the film you have dedicated your entire life to, then be prepared to explore that life with me, if you don't mind. I want to know as much information as possible outside of the material presented. I also want to know what the material is not telling me about you and your story. Number 4, stick to your promises. If you've booked time with an editor and you've booked a long length of time, then stick to it. If you can't make it, then tell that person in advance you can't make it. But stick to what you promise and go into it. Commit fully into that process of the beginning of the end, right? And get ready to let go of the story and of your attachment to it. Because after you finish your film, the edit of your film, it's going to start another life, in some ways, a real life. And lastly, number 5, have money in place. Pay your editor, and if they're good, pay them well. Free Film School. My name is Khalid Shamis. Thank you.